Well, Iron Mike has joined us once again. Mike, this should be quite a matchup because we have an added stipulation that we discovered last night on WCW Saturday Night.
J.J. Dillon, the chairman of the WCW Executive Committee, has ruled that Mortis must be handcuffed at ringside to prevent interference. As we've seen over the course of the past month or so, every time there's a matchup involving Wrath, Mortis with James Vandenberg, we call them the trio of terror against Glacier. There's always a situation where Glacier is outnumbered, double-teamed and triple-teamed by Wrath, Mortis, and Vandenberg.
I think Glacier should get smart and go get some help. Get your tail kicked too often, you come up with a solution.
Well,
Glacier's one tough customers also. And this is a strange trifecta here. Very strange. Did you know Vandenberg placed a call to Michael Jackson about a month ago? He wanted to buy the remains of the Elephant Man. He wanted to trade him something he had. What could he have?
Vandenberg actually asks us not to refer to him as a manager, but rather as a collector of curious oddities. And this has been an inseparable threesome. Security is going to try and get the handcuffs.
And they got it on him.
They got it on him, but now they need to have him handcuffed to the ring post.
Well, here's what happened. Doug Dillinger and the WCW security officers, as you saw, Mortis had the hand up in the air, said, I'm going back to the locker room, and he was quickly handcuffed. And this is good for Glacier. They're going to handcuff him right to the turnbuckle connector. Same place. The same location where Hugh Morris's head. Well, wait a minute. Did he get connected or not? Hooked or not? Going to try it again.
Well, at least this is going to offer us the opportunity to see a one-on-one matchup between Glacier and Wrath. Vandenberg, the manager at ringside there, rather the curator, as he wants to be known, is from the Museum of Medical Abnormalities in Taipei, and that's where he discovered Mortis. And of course, Wrath has come along in the past couple of weeks. Very little known about his background. A huge man, near 7 feet tall. When we pressed Vandenberg about details, he would just tell us one thing, that they have a common goal, and that is the total destruction of this man, Glacier.
So far in the wars of WCW, Glacier undefeated.
Abnormalities?
Is that just sinking in with you? Yes, abnormalities. But Glacier being undefeated, that does not mean he's unbeaten. He's been beaten many times by Wrath and by Mortis, and now he goes in for his first encounter one-on-one with Wrath. Wrath has been so dominating, though, Mike, it'll be a very tough match for him.
Certainly is. We're all quite familiar with the history and background of Glacier, born in the United States. But despite his father, mother, and his brother all being associated with the law enforcement ranks, he decided to forego an opportunity in that field to fulfill a dream. He moved to Japan to study the martial arts. Quite simply, he became a standout in his training dojo. His sensei, his teacher in the Orient, passed down a several hundred-year-old helmet to Glacier as a symbol that he was the top student of his training camp. And in Glacier's world, that helmet was equivalent to a championship belt. Of course, we saw a couple of weeks back on Nitro where Vandenberg orchestrated the theft of that helmet. And of course, Wrath and Mortis now have possession of it.
And I wonder, even though, as you said, they have possession of it, he goes into these matches wanting to get the helmet back, but I wonder now, through the weeks and months that's occurred, that if it's still top priority for him, or maybe just a little bit of revenge. It's kind of been a theme here tonight for the Great American Bash, and certainly the theme here to come when Medusa and Akira Hokuto lock up. Mongo and Kevin Green, Flair, Piper against the Outsiders, the Macho Man and DDP here at the Great American Bash.
Look at the eyes on Glacier. Hasn't taken him off Wrath.
He's very poised, and that's one thing we've often said about Glacier, very poised, very determined in the ring. As you can see that Mortis is hooked in good to the ring post there. Nowhere to go, but he has the helmet trying to taunt him in. And one thing he has to do, two things actually, Mike. Glacier's got to stay away from that corner, because if he gets close enough, something could still happen, and stay focused on his opponent and forget about the helmet right now.
And also forget about James Vandenberg at ringside.
Here we go. They lock up, and one thing we have, and now he's in the corner where he doesn't want to be here. One thing we've often said about Glacier is he came in with the great martial arts background you talked about, but slowly over time has developed into a complete pro wrestler. Wrath is nothing but a brawler. but also with a great martial arts background as well, as you can see. And he is taking early charge of this matchup here.
He's a big, big man.
We remember back at Slamboree last month, Glacier defeating Mortis via disqualification when Wrath attacked him for yet another in those series of 2-on-1 beatings. People had been questioning Glacier about getting someone to watch his back. And as we all saw in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ernest Miller, who we originally thought was a fan coming out of the audience, in reality turned out to be a martial arts star, very accomplished champion in kickboxing and karate, as well as a former college and pro football player, and he saved the day for Glacier.
He really has, as Wrath is up against the ropes. The right foot sent Wrath outside, all the way to the floor. And it was a great move that time, and Wrath tried to hold his balance, but just too much force on that kick.
Glacier, you better keep your eyes on this big, big man.
It's a lot easier for him now, I would think, knowing the man is handcuffed at the ring post.
But you never know where Vandenberg is. There he is. He's close, too.
Vandenberg is just trying to
get that Glacier off his man.
Trying to get him, and he succeeded. And once again, as we have said, stay away from this man. And he takes a step back. Nevertheless, an enabled Wrath. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Standing side kick, and that hit him right in the jaw. Not only that, it rocked him up against the safety rail, Mike.
Yeah, very close to the cryonic kick that time, but I just don't think he hit it perfectly.
Didn't have the extension. And also the cryonic kick, the man would come off the ropes with extra added force into the foot. But nevertheless, it was a stern kick. As you can see, the big man is down.
He's been down for a while, too.
He's back up. Boy, is he ever back up. Maybe luring him down on the floor with him that time.
Now, Glacier should have got him back in that ring.
That's right. Or
just tear into him.
Jaw first, but I tell you, as we have seen count out, really not in the vocabulary here tonight. They want a pinfall, they want a submission, or they want to hurt somebody.
And we've also seen this trio use the ring steps in the past on Glacier. Wrath has the steps out, and he's going to attempt to whip him in, and it's reversed. Oh, he threw Wrath head first into the steel steps.
Listen to Vandenberg. He's telling his man there's too much on the line here.
Yeah,
he's got to get him motivated. He's got to get him back up.
And
Mortis, we're going to get you undone, I promise.
Well, you're not going to be able to do it that way. I can tell you, the tension, those ropes.
I understand Mortis's face, so I've heard it through other channels. I've never heard it from Vandenberg or anything like that, but it's supposed to be pretty hideous.
Well, we understand that Mortis was formerly a pro wrestler. He was limited by the rules and regulations of the sport, suspended so often that he was forced to compete in unsanctioned pit fights overseas. And Vandenberg has even admitted that they ran out of competition in Southeast Asia. They discovered that Glacier was wrestling for WCW. They refer to Glacier as an old nemesis, and that Mortis is a skeleton in Glacier's closet.
1, 2, and foot's on the ropes. You heard Nick Patrick. Good job by Nick Patrick seeing the foot was there. And now back up again. So Glacier now taking the measure of this big guy. Not only that, guys, he's taking what the big guy has to offer and coming back. So we're seeing Glacier, and we've seen a lot of offense from him, but he's also showing a lot of heart determination here as well. He missed!
And he's in a bad neighborhood.
Well, he really is. Now, there you can see that it's not going to take much for Mortis to grab onto him, but Glacier got away from it, but that took his eyes away from his opponent.
Kind of hard to beat three men.
Picks him up. Oh, maybe a power bomb here. Oh! You heard it that time. You could hear Vandenberg say, drop him down, and he did. I thought maybe it's going to be a running Liger bomb, but he just dropped him backwards that time, and boy, what a move that was.
I thought he was going to just throw him up the aisle about 17, 18 rows.
Tremendous balance on the part of Wrath at that point when it looked like he had him up for an attempt at a power bomb and instead dropped him throat first across that steel cable.
And Vandenberg doing a pretty darn good job of directing traffic and keeping his man motivated here, calling the shots. You heard what he said to do, and the big man came through with it. And now, as a result of that move, it's all Wrath here. And the big guy feeling good, snapmare takeover. But my question is, will they be content with just a 1-2-3 that no one else has done? I mean, they got the helmet. What are they looking for? Are they looking just to take him completely out?
This is personal.
Mike was talking about that, an old nemesis.
Total destruction is their game plan. You know, Glacier, on the other hand, has been very careful about publicly admitting to any previous knowledge of Vandenberg and company. And I think the mystery behind Wrath and Mortis is certainly to their advantage. They claim to know everything about Glacier, where he seemingly knows nothing about them.
Leg trip, and the big man sends him down once again. Remember, his move is called the death penalty, and that is where he gets him up and drives the neck, the head, and the upper body back first to the mat with all of his strength and power. And you can just see right there that massive arm around the chin of Glacier, how powerful Wrath is. And determined, and Mortis just standing in the corner. He's attempted many times to try to break free, but he is there. As Nick Patrick looks in. Almost to the end of his probationary period, by the way. And I think doing a heck of a job as a referee here. And once again, a look at the very bizarre Mortis in the ring. Glacier back to his feet here. A back elbow, and again, staggering the big guy. Broke it loose, blocked though the right hand into the gut. And here's the whip to the far side. Ducking low, missing a back elbow. Telegraphed it, and the big man, just a defensive move, dropping down to the mat, and there's the result.
Great agility by the big man, 300+ pounds of Wrath. You know, Wrath and Mortis have even caused Glacier to deviate from his usual offensive plan. He was taught that the most versatile, the most lethal way to use the hands is with an open-handed attack, but we've even seen Glacier resort to using closed fists against these two.
And why not? I mean,
well,
I can understand why.
He's here at WCW. He realizes now you're going to have to fight here. You're going to have to do some things you never thought you'd do.
Yeah. Oh! It's the old adage, fight fire with fire, and there, 300+ pounds all the way on the upper body and the back of the head that time, I think. Maybe hit on the outside of those mats.
Yeah, that's a move that we're more used to seeing from the cruiserweights, that running somersault off the apron.
Not a 300-pound, 6'10", 6'11" man.
Not only a man, a martial arts expert, I might add, rolls the man inside. And Glacier may be in the midst of his first loss ever. We've never seen him like this, as Wrath is waiting on him up on top. If he can get that big frame moving and connect, Glacier going to go down. And then, it was a lariat off the top. And this could be a big, big mistake. I mean, he's staring, I don't know what he is staring at, but he certainly is not turning his attention to his opponent. And that was a big, look at this. Arrogant cover, 1, 2, and an easy escape that time from Glacier.
Well, we've seen some nonchalant covers in the past, but that's the all-timer.
Yep.
Well, don't play with this guy too long there, Mr. Wrath, because he does have a temper, he does have ability, and you don't want him up in your face.
And I can only think, once again, the motive here is not to score a pinfall.
No.
I mean, he had his chance, and now, again, he's just content with slapping the man. And look at this, a chokehold. You talked about a clenched fist, Mike. We've never seen a chokehold from Glacier, but that's what he has.
He either
doing
has
what
a
he has
chokehold
to
or
do.
possibly a nerve hold being applied. Referee Nick Patrick seemed to be looking in to see if it was a choke, but he never called for the break.
I think he was starting the 1 count that time when the break was caused by Wrath. Now Wrath is muscling Glacier up, and he hit on the lower back that time with a backbreaker.
Up we go.
Here we go, boy. I tell you, when you're down low and 300 pounds hovering over you, it can't be a pretty sight.
Certainly been surprised at the number of high-risk moves in this matchup from Wrath.
Again, Wrath, very deliberate. Up, tried an elbow, and certainly wasting a lot of time, and here he comes again. Undefeated, Glacier.
But don't let him up. Don't let him up.
I think Wrath has a choice. He's trying to pull himself back up. And Wrath gets up. Glacier leg sweep. That was a great move. It was a defensive move. It bought him some time to get to his feet. Kicked him into midsection, and here he goes. Sending the big man in. Picks him up, back body drop. And that time he landed on his legs. He may be going for the chronic kick here. Measuring the man. Reverse spin kick that time. Now shoots him into the near side. Great forearm shot. Great extension off of the ropes. Covers 1, 2.
And notice how he hit him with that forearm shot. He had the elbow coiled and slapped it out there. That'll stop you real quick.
Boy, and that sure did, as he was going in for the attack now. Wrath picks him up.
Oh, wow. Side suplex.
Go for it now. Go for it. If you want him, go for it.
And the answer is Brandy doesn't want him. He doesn't want to pin him here. How many times has he had a chance? He's going to try to end it right now, and you saw Mortis down low also directing traffic. James Vandenberg, the bottom of your screen. They're going for the end of it right here. My goodness. As the big man gets to the top turnbuckle, notice how Glacier is pulling himself up as well. Glacier falls to the referee, and the referee caused the big man to slip.
That was an accident.
It certainly was.
And we talked in the past about those high-risk moves can certainly backfire. Glacier to the top, going to try and attempt a superplex off the top.
Got it! Oh! The biggest move of the match right there, but both men hit very hard. And now Mortis has popped up on the
Can't
apron.
go anyplace.
And he's got Nick Patrick. And Glacier needs to stay away from. Oh! He nailed him that time. Tumbles off. Wildly misses. And that time a belly to back by Wrath, just waiting on him. And once again, you can say here, Mike, that even though he has been handcuffed, Mortis has had an impact in this match.
And again, Glacier that time losing his focus, worrying more about Mortis up on the apron than his opponent in the ring. And that causes the momentum and the tide to turn.
Now Vandenberg picking up the slack. What do we have here?
What's he having?
He's got a
Whoa,
chain.
it's a chain.
Oh, he threw it over Wrath's head.
And Glacier's got it. Glacier's got the chain.
It's about 2 feet of steel chain.
And the referee has Nick. Oh! And he nailed Wrath with the chain.
But the big man is still up. He's still up now. He's up.
He's still up. And Vandenberg he was trying to get the key. And here's 1, 2, 3.
Still undefeated.
He wins using the chain. And now
They've got him unhooked.
He's got him unhooked. And as Glacier gets another win, here comes the cavalry. Oh my. He needs to get out of the ring here, but he can barely stand. That superplex took a lot out of him. And I don't think he realizes the man is unhooked behind him here.
And
No, he thinks he's still hooked.
remember, we told you their plan is simple. Total destruction of Glacier.
Glacier wins again, but the battles are continuing. Oh my goodness. He hit him with that.
He almost clotheslined him.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, the elongated handcuffs. And now they're hooking a handcuff on Glacier. And they're gonna hook it here to the top rope.
It's Glacier's turn to be incarcerated now for a while.
Well, I guess it is. And now the match is over, and they're gonna have their way with Glacier. There's absolutely nowhere for him to go here. Look at this.
He realizes now he's hooked. He's not going anyplace. You're going to be in for the fight of your life right now, my friend.
And all of his martial arts moves at this point are hardly effective because he doesn't have the room to operate.
Exactly. Cannot get any force behind it because it's the handcuff holding him back. And as a result, there's just so much he can take
He
here.
only got one arm. He's only got one arm free. What an intelligent move by Vandenberg
Well,
to make the man
I don't know if intelligent is the right word here,
Clever.
but it's effective. And once again, some old bad blood, the old nemesis, falling down in the hands of these two men. Nowhere to go. He desperately needs some help. Hopefully, security will get out here real fast to unhook Glacier, or he could suffer a serious injury here. And here come the referees, Randy Anderson, Scott Dickinson, but I'm not so sure they can control him here. And they can't. Mortis has gone ballistic. Mickey J out as well.
Well, you handcuff the man, you make him an animal. What's he supposed to do? He's supposed to react.
So you're blaming James J. Dillon and WCW for this?
Well, you don't handcuff a man. He's not a criminal. He's not an animal.
Exactly. You bar the man from the building is what you do.
Well, you can't do that either. The man has rights.